He's looking in the other direction. Dan Morio. Hello, Dan. Dan is in travel. Dan, travel is opening up in some places. What's the story, man? Or can I get on a plane at some point here?
You can get on a plane. Well, I don't know about you. You might be able to get on a plane. You might be stuck someplace for 14
days. You can get on a plane, Jason. They're not letting you out of there.
So the travel industry wise, there have been, as things start opening up, you're obviously going to have cases where people have COVID and it shuts things down. Like some of the cruise lines have already done. Some have started doing things. Some are doing them right. Some are trying to figure it out. But ultimately, the travel industry, it will rebound because everybody, who hasn't traveled is going to want to travel at some point. It's just a matter of time. I know I'd mentioned this previously. People think that there's a lot of great deals out there. And right now, if you wanted to go to Mexico and you wanted to fly in, not cross the border, like drive across, but fly in, you can do so. A lot of Caribbean islands are doing the same thing. You got to have like a within 72 hours to 7 days prior negative COVID test. Most are looking for a PCR, which I don't know, Rob, you'd know that better than I would because I don't know what the PCR antibodies or whatever it is it's in your body. But a lot of the places are looking to have those, and if you land and you don't have your test, can they go
right back on the plane?
Days? Well, then they don't even want to send you back. They quarantine you for 14 days, and then some places are going to go and they're going to test you anyhow once you get there. Some of the cruise ships, Paul Gauguin's, the one that just had COVID out in Tahiti, they actually did it the way they were supposed to do it. They had people tested before they flew over. They got there, they boarded the ship, tested, and then the tests were processed right there in Tahiti. And then when they had somebody who tested positive out of that, I don't know, 50 people that actually flew all the way to Tahiti, they basically pulled people off, and then they just said, "Hey, we're gonna shut things down for a while." But it's an interesting world right now. But like I said, everything that's out there, it'll open back up. It's just a matter of timing and where you want to go. The U.S. is, if you're looking to go camping with a camper, good luck. It's hard to go rent any of those. A lot of the U.S. sites are between minimal manning from a hospitality perspective. But picture everybody who wanted to go on summer break, trying to go places.
Dan, I've heard that many places are at least limiting Americans. If you hold an American passport, you might have a difficult time finding a place that'll let you go there. Is that true? Yeah.
So like in Europe, EU and the Schengen area, which is like 28 different countries in the European area. We are verboten. They will not let us in because we don't have our shit squared away from a COVID and locking things down. There are a lot of dissuasion from a lot of different companies to, especially stuff going overseas. It's like, hey, just put it on pause and figure it out later on. Once we either get it under control, we come up with a vaccine worldwide or globally that is able to be applied.
And then speaking purely out of self-interest, is it completely a matter of which passport you hold, or does it matter where you're coming from? Like if I were coming from Indonesia, would I be able to go places that you might not be able to, or is it just an American passport, you're done?
I honestly, I don't know. And I only say that because, so like my clients from a travel agency perspective, we're only allowed to handle people that are U.S. citizens in the U.S., or if they're on like a government business, they work in an embassy or something like that, we can book people book travel for people like that. But I haven't come across anybody yet that lives overseas trying to go someplace else.